welcome to this roundtable that is organized with the excuse of the meeting of the Scientific Council.
There is a sense in which you can actually point to facts that are related to failures of competition in the labor market. And then there's the question of the deflators. And frankly, I was surprised by that. One interpretation is that the CPI's measurement, that the way that producer prices are set up, it's virtually impossible to measure some of the things that people who consume take for granted as being important. In which case, that thinking of labor share the way we used to is probably not really as appropriate as it used to be.
That people are connected around the world much more than they're able to before. There's a tendency for people, which is to connect with other people who are very similar to themselves, that ends up producing polarized views. News production is sort of a cornerstone for democracy, and that's something that we need to worry about in terms of the new age of the internet.
In 2016, as we all know, the United States, which had led the move toward an open multilateral system, got a new president who basically does not seem to believe in any trade at all. What's going to happen next in trade is as unpredictable as what he's going to do on anything else. My best hope is that the rest of the world begins to appreciate what was there and perhaps picks up some of the slack, and that meanwhile some of the chaos in the U.S. will be reversed either because there's such obvious and visible dislocation on account of it, or because something happens in the 2020 election.
Keep the money supply growing at a reasonable rate. Don't worry about day-to-day, up-down stuff. And when some crash occurs, do something, and we know now what to do, and that's about it.
I'm optimistic about the future with the rapid technology change and advance. I don't think we can measure how fast it is. We can't measure growth rate. We can measure comparative levels. Oh, one other really good thing I think in the U.S. is now we have a little independence of the Fed with Powell being the chairman. And that's good. There should be conflict between the monetary and fiscal authorities. Checks and balances are crucial to a well-functioning, steady, stable political system.